Hello everyone. Today we are going to start the sexual reproduction in human being. Okay. So here we have some questions. Before that, we have to understand. We are going to start the concept. We have to understand these questions. Which different hormones control the functioning of human reproductive system in case of male as well as in case of female? So in case of male, we have testosterone, and in case of female, we have estrogen and progesterone. Okay, estrogen and progesterone in case of female, and in case of male, we have testosterone. Second question we have here. First question is done now. But the second question, it says, which hormones are responsible for change in human body occurring during the sexual maturity? Again, in case of female, we have estrogen and progesterone. And in case of male, we have testosterone.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, first F and you have put the equal mark. What you wrote, sir? First
O is silent, beta.
O is
yes, OESTROGEN, estrogen and progesterone. And in case of male, we have testosterone. Okay. So due to those hormones are nothing but the chemical substance when secreted in our body directly into the bloodstream. Okay, they perform different changes in our body in case of male as well as in case of female during the age of puberty. Okay. Third question says, why has government of India enacted the law to fix the minimum age of marriage, which is 18 in case of girl and 21 in case of boys? Because at the age of 18 and after that, women or girls become fully mature for reproduction, and in case of boys, after the age of 21, they become fully mature for reproduction. That's why the minimum age of marriage is been 18 for girls and 21 in for boys is enacted in by the Indian government. Okay, everyone.
Okay.
Yes. So we have already gone through that. XY is a set for the male, and XX, which is homogeneous, and here we have heterogeneous or homologous and heterologous. We already gone through in last class. Reproductive system with the specific organ develops in body of men and in case of women due to these hormones only. Okay, which chromosome are responsible for that? XX in case of female and XY in case of male. X chromosome is present in men and women, whereas Y chromosome is present in men only. Okay. Now we shall study the structure and function of the human reproductive system. So I want everyone had to take a screenshot for that. Then we are going to move further.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we are going to understand about the human male reproductive system. So as you can see in diagram, here we have the male reproductive system. We will understand each part individually. So here the male reproductive system of human consists of the testis, the pair of testes as we have over here. Okay. Various ducts. See, as you can see here, these are nothing but the ducts in order to transport the secretory material. And the gland, we have different glands here. Okay, so that the secretory material can be passed through the duct up to the oviduct toward the ovary in order to toward the egg cell in order to fertilize it. Testes are present in the scrotum. Okay, scrotum is the area which is below the abdominal cavity. Okay, the outside the abdominal cavity, the area which is called as scrotum, where testes are being situated. Testes contain numerous seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubule means those tubule, they forms the sperm cell. They form the sperm cell. Okay. And the germinal epithelium present in the tubules. They divides meiosis, male germ cell is present and they divide by the process called meiosis, where 2n cell converts into n. Okay, means the diploid cell converts into haploid cell. We already gone through in last class to produce the sperm. Okay, they produce the sperm and sperms are haploid cell beta. Don't forget that. Those sperms are sent forward through the various tubule. Sequences of those tubules are, okay, as you can see here. First, here we have beta, these are the testes. Here we have the structure above the testis, which is the epididymis, which is called as epididymis, and that outer structure is called as scrotum. Okay. So here we have the testes, which are nothing but the main secretory part of the sperm. Was difference. Then we have epididymis, was difference, ejaculatory duct, and the urinogenital duct. Okay, this is the urinogenital duct, that one. Okay, as the sperm are pushed forward from one duct to the next, they becomes mature. Means when the ovary forms the sperm cell, they are not enough mature to fertilize the egg cell. That's why their maturity go on increasing when they pass through duct to duct. Okay, once they secreted from here, they travel through here and towards the ejaculatory duct. So during that particular pass movement, they becomes more mature again and again. Okay, and after that they become fully mature to fertilize the egg cell. Okay, and then they become able to fertilize the ovum, and ovum is nothing but the female egg cell. Okay, so here we have the male reproductive system. At home, just try to draw twice, thrice along with the, their labeling. This is the seminiferous vessels, they secrete the semen. Here we have the prostate gland, that one. Here we have the vas deferens, and here we have the corpus gland. They also secretes mucus like substance which provides like lubricant and environment so that sperm cell will not get dead generally. Okay, so they provide the ideal medium for the transportation or the movement of sperm cell. Okay, everyone, so this is all about the structure of male reproductive system. Next, seminal vessel secretes their secretion in ejaculatory duct, whereas prostate gland and corpus gland secretes their secretion in urinogenital duct. As you can see here, here we have the seminal vessels and the prostate gland. So where they are releasing their secretion in that particular duct. Okay, and that particular duct is called as vas deferens. And see, here we have the corpus gland which secretes their secretion directly into the ejaculatory duct here. On the basis of their arrangement, we can conclude that where they are secreting their secretion. Here we have in vas deferens, but by that part we have in urinogenital, ejaculatory duct only. Next, semen is formed by the of the sperm and the secretion of all the glands. See, whatever the gland secretes their material, they commonly form the semen. Okay, semen is ejaculated through the penis. All the organs of the male reproductive system are paired and connected with each other except urinogenital duct, penis, and the scrotum. Okay, so all this is about the male reproductive system. Okay, so here we have the surprising fact that we have to know. First is the length of the each epididymis is about 6 meters long. Okay, it is the length of epididymis, very important. Length of the sperm is about 60 micrometer. Again, it is very important. Such a small sperm has to cross a distance of up to 6.5 meter while passing through the male reproductive system. Very important. These are the facts. Sperm needs large amount of energy for their purpose, like for the movement. For this purpose, they contain fructose sugar, okay, which is present in the semen, which provides nutrition to them. Okay, everyone. So this is all about the male reproductive system. So I want first screenshot, just take from here. Done, everyone?
Done, sir.
And the
Done.
second over
Yes,
here.
sir.
Okay. So now we are going to understand about the female reproductive
Sir, I have
system.
sent. Sir.
Yes, beta.
Sir, I have sent the message in.
Now we are going to understand the human female reproductive system. Again, it is very important. Wait, someone is in waiting room. Rashul. Okay. Now, human female reproductive system. All the organs of the female reproductive system are in abdominal cavity. It includes the pair of ovaries, a pair of oviduct, single uterus, and the vagina. These are the main part of the female reproductive system and they present in abdominal cavity only. Beside, a pair of bulbourethral gland is also present and we will understand their function also. Generally, every month an ovum is released. Ovum means the egg cell, beta. Egg cell is released in abdominal cavity. Okay. See here we have the ovary and here we have the different egg cell. So these egg cell becomes mature and like alternate month, each ovary releases egg cell into the oviduct. So this is the oviduct. This is the oviduct as you can see in the diagram. Next. Okay. Alternate from each ovary. See, they used to release an egg cell alternately by each ovary. Okay. Free end of the oviduct is funnel like. Okay. So if you will see here, this free end of the ovary is funnel like this. Okay. And it opens into, this is the uterus. Okay. This is the uterus. An opening is present in at the center of it and oocyte enters the oviduct. Oocyte means the egg cell. Egg cell. Oviduct and the opening and cilia are present. See, cilia means if you will observe the wall of oviduct, okay, here ciliary structure is present. Like here, like minute projections are present and they like moves like this. Okay, their movement is like, say first they rotate in this direction, again in this direction. So they oscillates on their mean position, again here, then here, then here, and here. So what their movement is responsible for? So their movement is responsible for, suppose we have axle here. So this ciliated structure transport that axle into the oviduct from ovary toward the uterus. Okay, so they transport ovary. Let me change the color of the ink. So they transport oviduct from here to here in this direction. Okay, in this direction. Why? Because once the sperm cell will release over here, they will travel toward the oviduct in order to fertilize the egg cell. Okay, everyone, you are getting the point? Yes.
Yes, sir. Get it.
Yes, surface of the oviduct, inner surface of the oviduct. These cilia push the oocyte, means egg cell, toward the uterus. It is very important for that, the main function of the ciliated part or the wall of the inner side of the oviduct is to push oocyte, means egg cell, toward the uterus. Now we are going to understand about the gamete formation. Again, it is very important. Both gametes like sperm and ovum are formed by meiosis only. Okay, meiosis means it is the type of cell division where the number of chromosome decreases to half. Okay, sperm are produced in the testes of the men from beginning of the maturation, means in at the age of puberty up to the death of the male. You know that sperm cell are being producing continuously. It starts from the puberty stage and end to the death of the person in case of male. However, in case of woman, the at the time of birth about 2 to 4 millions of immature oocytes are being released or present in the female fetus. They already present, okay, in ovary of the female fetus. An oocyte matures and release from ovary every month from the beginning of the maturity. Okay, means when the female becomes mature for getting like they are getting ready for the reproduction. From that time, every month or every alternate, we can say alternate ovary releases oocyte from their ovary. It takes place every month up to the time of 28 to 35 days. Okay, so it starts from the puberty stage and up to the age of 45 only. After that, releasing of egg cell stops, and that process is called as beta menopause. Very important, huh? After the age of 45, sometime 50, okay, the releasing of egg cell stops. That stage is called as menopause. Okay, so have you understood menopause? What is menopause? It is the stopping of functioning of the female reproductive system. At the age of 45 to 50 years, secretion of the hormones controlling the function of female reproductive system either stops or become irregular. So if someone asks you, or if question will come, why at the age of 45 and after that the menopause start? Because the hormones like estrogen and progesterone, they control the functioning of female reproductive organ. That hormones starts like secrete, they stop secretion or their secretion becomes irregular. That's why after the age of 45 or sometimes it is 50, the menopause start. Okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that state is called as menopause. Very important. IMP. It is important, abbreviation for important. Okay. Now, next we have bit of fertilization. It is the second important process after gamete formation. So, formation, see, when male gametes, okay, the sperm cell, okay, this is the sperm cell, when fuses with egg cell, okay, this is the egg cell, they form beta zygote. They form zygote. See, here we have haploid cell, here we have haploid cell. So when two haploid cell combines each other, they form diploid zygote. They form diploid zygote. So formation of zygote by the union of sperm cell and ovum is called as fertilization. Is called as fertilization. Fertilization is internal in case of human being. It is internal because it takes place inside the human body. Semen is ejaculated in the vagina during the copulation process, and the sperms in the number of few millions, during the ejaculation of the semen, about few millions of the sperms are being released into the vaginal cavity, and they passes through the root through vagina, uterus, and oviduct. And in oviduct, okay, that egg cell is getting fertilized here. So very important question is being releasing from here, emerging from here, where fertilization takes place in oviduct of the female reproductive organ. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and it is internal. One of those few million sperm fertilize the only ovum present in the oviduct. Okay, so only one sperm cell is going to fertilize from the few millions which are being secreted. Okay, so only one sperm is going to fertilize the egg cell. From the age of puberty up to the age of menopause, from like age of 10 to 17 to 40 to 45 to 50 year. Okay, the ovum is released every month from the ovary. So about like out of 2 to 4 million egg cell, approximately only 400 oocytes are being released. Only 400 out of 2 to 4 million, okay, are released up to the age of menopause. Remaining oocytes undergo degeneration. Any doubt till here in fertilization? Any doubt beta here?
No, sir.
No, sir, no, sir.
Okay. So this is the like scene. If you will observe here, this is the egg cell, and here we have many like sperm cell. Okay, but only one is going to fertilize that particular cell, egg cell. Okay, so this is the oocyte means the egg cell, and all these are the sperms. Oocyte release from the ovary during the last few months. Okay, few months nearing the age of menopause or 40 to 55-year-old, their ability of division has been diminished till now. Due to this, they cannot complete the mitotic division, okay, properly. If such oocytes are being fertilized, see, if after the age of like 45 to 50, if eggs are being released and if they get fertilized, so newborn baby will have some abnormalities in their body. Okay, maybe may cause the Down syndrome. Okay, everyone, that's why like having baby after the age of 40 to 45 or 45 to 50 sometime, here it is given 40 to 50, the newborn child will be in risk of Down syndrome. Okay, everyone.
Okay, sir.
That's why the people they are looking for surrogate mother. They used to prefer the young and healthy woman. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Again here, like we have to understand the determination of the sex. Whether the newborn baby is going to be boy or girl. Now we have to understand here. The chromosome number in the germ cell producing the gametes are diploid. That is, they are having chromosome number 2n. It includes 22 pair of autosomes. They are responsible for secondary character, and one pair is called as beta 6 chromosome because which is responsible to decide the sex of the person, whether it is going to be boy or girl. So 44 plus XS is for female and 44 plus XY is in case of male. These germ cells divide by the meiosis. Due to this, gametes contain only haploid. Haploid means half the number of chromosomes from the parent cell, means 2n to n. Is it? That means 22 plus x or 22 plus y. Two types of sperm are being produced like 22 plus x and 22 plus y in case of male, whereas in case of egg cell, they produce only one type of cell and which is 22 plus x. Okay, so both sperm and oocytes are produced by the meiosis only. So very important. In case of sperm, process of meiotic means the cell division where 2n cell converts into n cell, means half the number of chromosome. Division is complete before the sperm leave the male reproductive tract. And however, in case of oocyte, process of meiotic division completes after ovulation period. Okay, so during ovulation, after the ovulation, that egg cell divides to form haploid egg cell. During the fertilization in oviduct, okay, and that when they get fertilized, okay, then they form beta diploid cell. So this is the way like cell division takes place. Okay, understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we are going to understand the development and the birth of baby. So once the zygote is formed after the fertilization, means male germ cell and female germ cell, means sperm and the egg cell, when they going to union or combine, they form diploid zygote. After zygote formation, okay, in the oviduct undergoes repeated mitotic cell division. See, after formation of zygote, mitosis type of cell division takes place where number of chromosome will remains constant. Means in mitosis process, 2n cell gives 2n cell only. Okay, and start the formation of embryo. Meanwhile, it is pushed toward the uterus. Okay, so when suppose here we have the oviduct over here. Okay, suppose we have the egg cell. Let me erase that extra part. Okay, so here we have the egg cell. Suppose, okay, it is being pushed toward the uterus like this, and it will reaches in oviduct, and it get like implanted over here. So during that period, endometrium is formed. Endometrium is one of the new cell is forming. Okay, that cell, that endometrium cells or the membrane which is responsible to implant that particular zygote, or we can say embryo over here, and there further development of baby takes place. Okay, next, once it reaches the uterus, okay, it implanted and further development occurs in the implantation. After the implantation, only further development takes place of the baby. An organ called placenta. Okay, so see, when suppose this is the wall of uterus. Okay, so here once the baby is like getting implanted here, here it is attached with the placenta, and here development of baby takes place. Okay, here the development of baby takes place here. So this is the placenta, or it is also called as umbilical cord, which provide all the nutrition for the development of baby. Okay, everyone, this is called as beta placenta.
Okay.
Yes, is formed by the which supplied the food and other required material from uterus to the baby for further development. Embryonic development is completed approximately within the 9 months after the fertilization. So when fertilization takes place, after that it takes about 9 months to get fully developed baby. Okay, everyone.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is the developmental scale. As you can see, this is the 4th week. Here we have the 8th week, 12th week, 16th week. Baby looks like this. On 20th week, on 24th week, on 28th week, 32 week, and 36th week. And this baby becomes ready to get birth now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So
So
I have
36
a
week
doubt,
means
sir.
9 months, no, sir?
Yes. You want to take screenshot?
So 36 months means
Yeah,
9
9
months, no,
months.
sir?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Sir, I had a doubt, so I asked you in the chat box.
Wait a second. Let me check. Okay. Always remember, the man is totally responsible for in a couple for having baby boy or girl. Only male is responsible for that, because during the zygote formation, if man contributes X or Y, is it or not? So when the male contribute X sex chromosome, then the baby will be girl. Or if it contributes Y chromosome, then baby will be boy. Is it or not? So for having baby girl or boy, only the male parent is responsible.
Sir, but
Think,
like in the heredity and evolution, so we learn that only the dominant gender can take the thing, no, sir.
no. We are here discussing about, not discussing about the dominance and recessive character. See, we have male gamete. Okay, we have 44 plus X and Y. So I'm just taking XY. Okay, this is the male combination, and XX is female combination. Is it or not? So for male combination, they will form two like gametes here. So one will be X and other will be Y. But in case of female, we have only X chromosome. We had two, like both the X, that means they will give only one kind of. If that X is going to combine with that X, so it will be again XX, so it is female combination. And that Y is going to combine with that X, so it will be X and Y, and which is the male combination. So having female baby or male baby, only these two chromosomes are responsible from the male parent, because female contributing only one type of gamete. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
So
then what
think,
about twins, sir?
we will understand that also. Okay. So thinking of this, it is right to consider the mother responsible for the girl child? No, not. Only father is responsible to have girl or boy child. We all must take effort to stop the female feticide. Okay, because it's not in our hand. It's a natural process.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 Now we are going to understand the menstrual cycle. Very important. Menstrual cycle in case of female. Female reproductive system undergoes some changes during the puberty stage. And those changes repeated like in the interval of 28 to 30 or sometime 35 days. So it is 28 to 35 days. It repeated between 28 to 35 days. Okay, everyone. These repetitive changes is called as beta menstrual cycle. We will understand for each day, don't worry. Menstrual cycle is a natural process. It is not been controlled by the person. It is a natural process which is controlled by the four hormones. Four hormones. Those four hormones are follicle stimulating hormone. It is also called as FSH. Then we have luteinizing hormone. It is also called as LH. O is not here. Estrogen. We do not have O. It is only estrogen. Manoj. Manoj. Manoj, you there? Manoj, you there, beta?
Yes, sir, I am here.
Okay, so we don't have O, only E. Start from E, estrogen. And fourth one is called progesterone. One of the several follicles in the ovaries start to develop along with the oocyte present in it. Under the effect of follicle stimulating hormone C, under the effect of FSH, it is follicle stimulating hormone. This developing follicle secretes the estrogen beta. That follicle used to secrete estrogen. Endometrium is formed in the uterus which start developing there, okay, during the first cycle or regenerate during the subsequent cycle. Okay, so in first cycle it start generating, and after every cycle they regenerate again and again, and which takes place under the effect of estrogen hormone. So just do remember, what is the main work or function of estrogen? To develop endometrium. Okay, everyone, to develop endometrium.
Okay.
Yes. Now, next. Meanwhile, developing follicle completes its development and it bursts, and under the effect of luteinizing hormone. So luteinizing hormone means LH, which is responsible to burst the follicle, because inside the follicle egg cell is present. What present? Egg cell, the female egg cell. So it bursts and the oocytes is released into the oviduct. That oocyte means egg cell released into oviduct. And that period is called as beta ovulation period. Very important. Ovulation period means the releasing of egg cell by oocytes into the oviduct is called as ovulation. Remaining tissues of the follicle burst, the burst follicle form the corpus luteum. It is again a kind of hormone. That corpus luteum start to secrete progesterone, and it secrete progesterone beta, very important. And endometrial gland secretes their secretion under the effect of progesterone hormone. Okay, such endometrium is ready for implantation of embryo. If egg cell is getting fertilized, then it will form zygote. Zygote will again develop into the blastocyst, and blastocyst will get implanted into the uterus in order to form the baby. So all these processes are controlled by four hormones. One is called follicle stimulating hormone, then luteinizing hormone, estrogen, and progesterone. Okay, everyone.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so here we have the complete day by day the chart where we can understand the complete process of menstrual cycle. So here we have it is the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland, it secretes the follicle stimulating hormone by the process of or the influence of pituitary gland, which secretes the growth hormones, due to which that follicle becomes active and they start functioning. Okay, so see here the time period is given over here, the period of menstruation, and which start from day 1 to day 4 or sometime 5. Okay, after the period of regeneration of endometrium takes place, and which takes time up to 5th to 13 or sometime 14 days. Okay, and between 14 to 15 or up to 16 days, it is like best period for the egg cell to get fertilized, because this is the ovulation period. So just do remember, ovulation period starts on 14th and ends on 16th day of the menstrual cycle. Okay, everyone, keep replying.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
If egg cell is not getting fertilized within that particular period of time, then it become dead, non-functional, and again it reaches toward the uterus, and it takes up to 27 to 28 days, from means 16th to 28th day. And then endometrium start degeneration. Okay, endometrium starts degeneration, and it is releasing out from the body along with the blood, mucus, and the dead part of the endometrium as well as the egg cell, and it lasts for 1 to 5 days. It takes about 4 to 5 days sometime, and this is again called as beta period of menstruation. So that cycle completes completes and repeated again and again within the period of 28 to 35 days. This particular period is called as beta menstrual cycle. Okay, everyone.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So I want you have to take a screenshot for that part first. Here, the menstrual cycle. Done.
Done, sir.
And this is the second part for the menstrual cycle here. And very important, just do repeat all the things again and again. They're very important. Done, everyone?
Done, sir.
Okay. Now, the next part, if oocyte is not fertilized beta within 24 hours, okay, that oocyte have to get fertilized within the 24 hour to get pregnant for the woman. If it is not being fertilized, okay, the corpus luteum becomes inactive. If it is not getting fertilized, then corpus luteum becomes inactive and transform into the corpus albicans. Very important. Corpus luteum converts into corpus albicans. Due to this, secretion of estrogen and progesterone stops completely. Okay, and endometrium start to degenerate. Endometrium will degenerate in absence of these two hormones. tissue of the degenerating endometrium and unfertilized ovum means egg cell are discarded out from the body through the vaginal cavity. This is accompanied with the continuous bleeding for like few days, 4 to 5 days sometime. Bleeding continues approximately for 5 days, and this period is called beta menstruation period. Okay, this is called as menstruation period. Unless the oocyte is fertilized. Suppose if it is been fertilized, then embryo is implanted in the process, okay, and it is repeated every month. Okay, oh yes, when the uterus, or we can say that embryo is being implanted, that releasing of ovum every month stops for few months. Okay, if the embryo is implanted, repetition of the cycle temporarily stop. Okay, that releasing ovum means ovulation period, then maturation period, endometrium formation, and ovulation period, all these process stops till the parturition period means when the baby get like get birth, and after period of the breastfeeding, that process stops completely. And menstrual cycle is natural process in the woman and experience severe pain during this period. Very important. Okay, they may feel the severe pain during the period. Mute your mic, everyone. Okay. Like severe weakness is felt due to heavy bleeding, and there is chances of getting infection. Okay, that particular time is again very like risky for the woman. That's why it is very important to take personal hygiene, okay, and proper rest, and like eating that particular time, balanced diet, proper sleeping, personal hygiene is very important during that period. Okay, everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the third screenshot for the menstrual cycle. Again, take a screenshot.